Hello and welcome to another video in Minecraft. This is going to be a short little tour of my desert because I know that the server is going to reset soon and I've spent years here and I figured I might as well begin recording here. Or at least not begin recording, but just document everything I have. Lots of very good tools. Efficiency 5, yeah. But I don't have time to go through all the chests, or all the items. There's far too many. There's all my suits of armor, there's a protection 4 set of chain, protection 4 set of diamond, and then the rest are protection 3, and then it starts getting crazy, with other ones, but that's all the armor. And, over here, I have 3 uber swords. I think the other 3, no wait, the other 4 are in, my ender chest. Yeah, they are. And, got the big G, you can't see it from here because it's down. Little doors. Very old room, probably one of the oldest things. Actually, the oldest thing in here would be this little farm, which you can see from the outside. And you can see from the live map, and this is an entirely new structure. This would be my city, and that would be the U.D.E tower, my main house. Here is a structure I just built, not hours ago. A large bridge that goes in between there. It kind of destroyed the look of this modern looking house. It just got totally ruined by this just huge thing. Anyway. That got ruined. The big thing used to be there. Still working on this, but this is going to be cool when it's done. Little raising steps, but that's not important right now. We have a little silver tower symbol on a shield, and my castle. Completely empty and completely useless, but it's still very pretty. And this is all built in survival. I can fly around just because I'm so high a level of a donator. There's my diamond in there. I forget now. Wait. It's not over. It's over 16,000, I think. Yeah, it's definitely over 16,000. You know, you can do the math if you want yourself. 2 ender eggs, or 2 ender dragon eggs. Also legit, they would spawn ender dragons, and you'd kill them and you'd get the ender eggs, and then 2 blocks of gold. And yes, these are all solid. You can see in the middle of all of them. They're all like that, but you know. So each one is 4x4x4, meaning that it's a stack of diamond blocks, and there are many in there. I could recalculate it all, but I don't want to. There's a really good reactor sort of looking thing in here. Really steampunky, also pointless, but still pretty cool. And there's my storage room, full of unsorted items, and every chest is just loaded with tons of various items. It would take too long to go through, but I think the wood is up here. Yeah, I cut down a jungle, and it gave me an immense amount of jungle wood, but that, you know, that's not all. And then there's a ton of obsidian. That's all for the nether, though. Because I did do a lot of stuff in the nether. Especially being, the massive wither farm that I attempted to build. Or rather, the pigman farm, but that was a failure. Because it didn't produce very fast due to various plugins that the server has in order to stop that sort of thing. And, that's looking very nice. That's also new. A guy named Misha's building there. It's my cousin's house. Forget who is this? Wait a second. Wicked's, yes. And then over here, I think it's Smart Guy. What is it? And a zombie. Yeah, Smart Guy. Oh, hello, zombie. Yeah, he's got the thorns, so he can't touch my armor. My armor's this. Got 2 thorns, 3 pieces. Which is nice. And then we have a little soup kitchen here, with, you know, some bowls, some soup. Soup. Anyway. Oh yeah, lottery, Portex. That's funny. we have this, which would be the Statue of Arrogance, of course. Can't have all of this. Yeah, if you want to slow down the video or something, pause it occasionally. I made this poem when I was really, really bored in school. The best time to make anything when you're bored in school. Not necessarily in school, but it doesn't matter. That's really old. Holy crap. Anyway. That cat's name was still in that poem. My gosh, I need to go through and edit this. Or wait, not the poem, but I mean like, and not the video either, but maybe I shouldn't edit it. Maybe I should just leave it as a historical monument or something. All this half of the desert, you can clearly see there's this massive wall. It's about 12 to 18 blocks high, no matter where it is. This entire half, this is all lowlands, because this used to be a lake. Underneath here, wherever you go, oh wow, look, I found a diamond. See, that's my excavation level. And underneath any sand, you will constantly find dirt and supposedly diamonds. I'm so rich that, you know, even the dirt is full of diamonds. Apparently. Yeah, it's my old sugarcane farm. Here's a forge, which looks really cool on the inside. Wanna catch that. Yep, you got lava coming down the walls. Looks really nice. Got the anvils. Also really nice. Can't stay long. The potion factory, I think we've passed this, but we haven't gone in it. Because it has a little cool redstone contraption in it. Yeah, let's see if it turns on still. I'm pretty sure it does, but it's a little bit laggy. Yeah, it's still pretty cool. Very simple redstone circuitry, but it doesn't matter because you get this little cool factory effect behind it, and it looks rather nice, in my opinion. But I mean, like, that was just something I built mainly for the looks of it, and it does look nice. We have the Omniworld Incorporated, lots of sheep, lots and lots of sheeps everywhere. That one was broken into, and they all got out and things, but lots of sheeps. There's Arbiter's house. If we can see it, yes we can. We can go into Arbiter's house. No, they're all locked. Doesn't matter. He's got his stuff in here. There's an Enderman in his house. That's not normally there. It's all nice, but he lives slightly outside of the desert. Not inside the borders. There's an unfinished temple. And here is the Ender's Embassy. And it's rather nice. Because you get this little warp from the bottom, or top to bottom, bottom to top. I should probably actually go ahead and delete those, but I'm probably not going to, actually. It would be wise to delete them, but I'm not going to, because server's ending soon, or getting reset, anyway. Little Templars thing, never fixed. This thing is slightly off. Not very much, but it's just ever so slightly off to make this entire thing lopsided. Just a little bit uneven. Let us travel the wall. Oh, this is Cat's beautiful little house. Cat Morte. There used to be a castle here. Had a ton of diamonds in it, but she removed it. Ah, the club. Oh, this is a must. The club. Cat's club. Made by me. The VIP booth. There used to be sheep in here. There were a ton of NPCs in here, and they'd be like, you know, tending things. I wonder if there are any mobs in here. There's probably some upstairs, but I guess not. And it's cool. It's got that little, you know, sort of DJ effect to it. It's really nice. And you got the lights that are flashing. Oh, man. Anyway, we dropped the base a couple times in here. That was fun. You got the little, you can make it rain. Yeah, it's funny. Alright, the love tub, of course. It's just some water. And some glass. Nothing special. Nothing special. This is moving on. Let's see. This is, one of my friend's brother's houses. This is, I forget where he lived. Let's see. Another one of my friend's houses. Don't know who he is. He left. Let's see. These are all not mine. What? I don't know. I don't know whose this is. It's a nice house, though. and Jib's castle, of course. This whole desert started with a home improvement battle between me. I built this huge sandstone tower all the way up into the sky, and Jib did the same. And he had this lava moat around his house, and he did not have a little red nose, and he did not have a statue either, or top hat. He had a tower as well, and it was just a battle of these two towers. And it was just a battle to see who could be better. And for a long time, it was just going to seem that way. So there's my castle again over there. But this is Endmart, of course. This was back when I thought the server wasn't going to end necessarily that fast, and I was planning on making this huge, nice-looking mall, really, really upscale. Um, these are a bunch of blocks that can only be spawned in by Jib. So Jib went ahead and spawned all this stuff, and I went ahead and built with it. So this isn't necessarily the most legit place, but a lot of these materials are legit. That I have actually gotten, but like the sign, for instance, some of the glass, not all the glass, but some of it. The wall is a mixture between my own, yeah, actually, this is right down the middle of the whole thing. The wall does go all the way around. Yeah. Well, actually, there is one spot that it doesn't go around, and that would be, the storage area. So this is sort of an aerial view. Monopoly Money's house is over there. He lives in a floating city, way up there in the sky. And you can go down, and every single one of these little, towers has their own little torches in them, most of the time. Actually, all of the time. They always have torches. A little door at the bottom, so you can walk in. A little ladder, and a connection to the rest of the wall. And, you can run the entire wall. It's amazing. Took me so long to build this. It took me months upon months, and I procrastinated away the end of building it for the longest time, and eventually it got finished. But anyway, it is a gloriously large wall, with just every single one of these towers. It used to be exactly 100 towers going all the way around the original desert, but then, of course, that had to be extended when we ran out of space, and we had to invade that swamp over there, and I had to place all the effing sand, which I got from another desert that I dismantled. So yeah, this area right here that I did not include in the desert is actually a part of spawn. Old spawn is over here. You can start to see the jungle trees and the dome. The dome just generates the whole thing, and that's all old spawn stuff. Or one of the old spawns. There's plenty of old spawns here on Silver Towers. Yeah, so we had to kind of like corner it off. I made it look a little bit smooth, but it still looks pretty boxy, because it is. That's the edge of the world protection. It's pretty funny. Yeah, so I just went along the line of the desert, just a few spots I left outside because they were arbitrary. Right along here, this was a fun area to build. There were always slimes hopping in while I was building it. Yeah, this swamp area I haven't actually colonized. At one point we thought that we were going to build a huge city out here, but we didn't. It was going to be like Atlantis, because it was going to be slightly submerged. Yeah, there's a creeper. The mobs love spawning on these little rows. This is a huge tree farm, if I haven't actually explained what this is. Massive tree farm that usually has trees in it, but does not right now. And yeah, they just go down with ice. This was before hoppers, so I had to come here and actually gather all the saplings. Nowadays, I would have made this entirely different and probably much smaller, but back when it was actually useful, I did use it a ton. And also, back in the day when I still needed food, I would use this all the time. This was my main food source, just a little melon farm. I had these grandiose plans of bringing it into the sky. I was going to make this huge, huge thing. But I realize now that it's just too late. I can't work on that anymore. And that was like one of the first things I planned and never did. I also wanted to build a museum, but I didn't. So anyway, over here in the corner, because I got distracted by the tree farm, is Hazard's house. Yeah, Private Hazard. He built here a long time ago as well. And his little house thing. He's got nice chandelier, pig painting. Always refreshing. Melon farm. Just basically the works. And then he built this little skyscraper over here, which I am proud of. Quite empty, but still his, regardless. There is a massive bridge going across this entire bay. This is all a huge bay. It's technically an ocean, but it's a massive bay. And I don't want to go to the end of it because it is actually a pretty long, thing. I think it's about 800 blocks, I would say. No, less than that. But in any case, there's another town over there, and, they abandoned it a long time ago. Even before I started building here. Excuse me. These are the cranes. I was gonna build this big oil tanker, never did. Ran out of clay. Unfortunately, used it all over here for the pavement. This is just, you know, cyan stained clay. Got some hay bales. Devilish Karsten is online. He hasn't been online for a long time, but he's okay. Redstone, lapis. Again, they're all solid. This is not all my lapis, but merely a very, very small amount of the total amount of lapis. And here's the Statue of Arrogance again. Yeah, so there is no wall in this segment. This is the only segment of desert that does not have a wall, but that is because it is the bay area. It is connected to the massive bay that extends out here, and there should be a huge, like, sort of opening way over there. And this is Lord Vengean's area. Let's see, that was a flower farm. I actually want to show you that. But I want to show you Lord Vengean's next. Yeah, this little florist farm. What would happen is you would get bone meal, and you would place the bone meal right here. And when it was, it's a little bit difficult to explain, but in any case, it would go dark, and then you'd be able to destroy the grass block, and it would all update and turn into items, and then you'd be able to store all the items in here. And you just keep bone mealing it whenever it's bright, and then it would get dark, bright, dark, bright, dark, and it just kept going between the two. And there was a little thing over here that actually just shut the door, so that way none of the light from the outside would get in. But it was a nice little place to make your eyes hurt. It was really fun. Making all those flowers. So they were totally useless, though. I don't think I ever used them. It was my goal to build every kind of farm, so the only one type, unfinished house, the only one type that I hadn't built is a flower farm. I don't know who was building there, actually. A tiny creeper trying to invade. That was a little bit laggy. Anyway, this Lord Vengean's area. He has this big network of underground tunnels and things that I want to explore as well, but this is not mine anyway. Though I did build the wall around it, and it is technically a part of the U.D.E. Big wall around it. You can see the entire thing from here. And then finally my wall resumes right here. And it goes around, and this is all swamp area, even though I turned it into desert, so I just decided where I was going to cut it off. I was thinking of building a dam right here. That would have looked cool, but I didn't do that. My castle from another point of view. Very nice. Yeah, this portion of the wall does not have any of the sort of things that you can walk along the line of it. And this is so rushed. Anyway, so now we're back to the beginning of where I actually started going around the wall. But that is that, and you saw the center. So that would be the entire desert, or the desert and the swamp, the colonial district and the capital district. And now it's starting to, you know, lag out in terms of rendering. So I think I'm just going to go to the next area, which would be a warp. No, I'll just go to my goodness. Alright, home 6, yeah. So this would be my Enderman farm, and it gets a little bit noisy here, so let me turn it down, like, all the way. Yeah, the sound actually might turn it up a slight amount, because I do want to document what it was ridiculously like. We had all these in here, little books, and lots of books, actually. Most of them not being little. We have all my Thorns armor right here that I've been enchanting. But this one is nice. I like this one. It's protection 4, just given to me. Then this protection 3 is a little bit more meek than the first one, but no matter. Back when I needed food, still built this back when I couldn't fly, when I wasn't max donator, and I couldn't do all these cool things like use /fly or well, okay, that was not even a command. That was just slash. But here's all the people that were allowed in here, and that's actually a good list of all the people that were really in the U.D.E. Actually, every single one of these people I know in real life, except for Night Archer, and Jib. The rest I have met at least once, or know quite well, and I could probably actually annotate it to see who's who. But anyway, that stack of anvils, been working on that, and then we have the Enderman, and they are all standing on a bunch of hoppers, and you can just hit them with your fists, and they instantly die. You know, they drop all their pearls into the hoppers, and they get sent to this thing, and you know, you used to be able to sell them. They were like $5 per 16 pearls. It was amazing. And this is where they spawn up here, and you see how they slow down right here? They just went near, stop, and then they kept going. That just resets their fall damage. Yeah, there's still more spawning. There's little wires, a tripwire right here. You hop up into that, and you get pushed off. And that's where they're coming from. And hello. That's not right. They're not supposed to be up here, in any case. Oh. I can't hit him for some reason. Alright, no matter. Doesn't matter, they're all weak anyway. They cannot breach my armor. They'll just kill themselves trying. And then I have so many golden apples. And then I have, actually, yeah, home 2. This is where I lived originally. Actually, my original home has been lost to time. It was, in a swamp, somewhere close to a very old spawn. There's N9 and the Networks Incorporated, yes. I remember that. That was a little side project that I was working on. I was thinking, you know, that'd be a good thing to build this huge underground railroad in the Nether, because then, you know, you can travel really fast. But it did not work out, because, you know, there's warping. People can warp everywhere. Nobody would actually do that. Leave no pigman alive. It's just, yeah. My first netherwort farm, the first potion brewing base, got the little, as when I still had to learn all of the potions, all their names and things. Tons of little ingredients. Wow, a lot of gas tiers. It's actually nice. I'm not gonna take them. Little invisibility and, what's it call it? Night vision. Actually, I'll take a night vision. And, yeah, this was like a really old base that I built a long time ago. Probably my first real base. I lived here in the Nether for a long time, because I used the little silk touch picks, and I made this cute little looking area. Used a little bone meal, made it look all homey, and down here there's another layer of netherwort farm. And it was really nice living here. Except for the occasional pigman attack. But when a pigman would attack, I would just get inside here, and I would just hit them from out here. Because you can hit them, and they can't hit you easily. Well, they can hit you, but they can't hit you easily. And there's my little blaze farm down here. Pretty simple. So that was that. But that's not all. That would be... But wait, there's more! Okay, yeah, but anyway. That would be the main part of the base. Anyway, that just keeps going in this fortress. But this area, however, just goes down, and it turns into this lovely little thing, which I like to call the obsidian farm, or the obsidian mine. In any case, it is a lot of water in the Nether. And what I do is, well, back when ice could still be placed in the Nether, which was how many updates ago, I don't know, doesn't matter. But in any case, I did it, because I knew that the update was going to contain something that prevented me from doing that anymore, so I just went ahead and did that, and I mine so fast with this nice efficiency pick, efficiency 5, and I used the super breaker ability, which is MCMMO, which I am ridiculous. Yeah, let me actually document for a second. There's my MCMMO stats. Pretty insane, if I might say so myself. Especially my excavation level. Did you see that? Just one dirt block gives me a diamond. Is that not overpowered or what? Alright, yeah, tons of homes. Let's see. What's a good one to go to? HZ, no, 6. You know, there was a little area. 2? No. 3? No, there's no 3. 3 doesn't exist. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is a base in, what was it? RPG. Back when grief was enabled in RPG, so this is in the RPG world. But, yeah. We, Blitz built here a long time ago. Blitz and Lulu and a few other people. And we had this great battle here. It was amazing. And we totally... This was a nice village before we came along. Cat, Jib, and I, all the Enders, we were online. We just annihilated them. And then we made it look as ugly as we possibly could have. And now it's daytime for me and nobody else. And it is beautiful. It is a beautiful amount of destruction. I mean, it is very ugly, but I mean, like, that amount of effort. We did this with, like, iron pickaxes and things, because we weren't actually really powerful on the RPG server for a long time. But in any case, yeah, well, that happened quite a long time ago. Also something to document. Let's see what else. There's been several wars in the past. I wish I could actually find out which home is which. Home 3, home 5, 6? No, 6 is the Enderman farm, of course. No, home Z. Oh, that's the one in, E? E for Enderman. H? What's home H? I don't know. That's a horse. Home horse. Yep, there's a horse. There's a horse in a hole. That is what home H is. It is a horse in a hole. Home Y. I don't know what home Y is. It's a mystery. As soon as lag actually there we go. Okay, it's still a mystery. I don't know what this is. I have a lot of Jesus Christ. That's amazing. That's awesome. Um, they're stacked up on each other. That's good. Um, yeah. So there's that. It's probably actually quite dark in there, but let's see. Home W? No? Yes? Alright. Oh, yeah, here we go. Alright, so this is really, really far away, in new survival. So it is an entirely different world, but I built this little base, and this was a forward outpost for attacking, the Animus clan. The Animus clan lives right over this mountain. Please excuse the one moment. So there's a little Ender's flag up there with the black, purple, and, black. Oh, boy. Would you look at that? Lagging. All too common. I still have night vision for a long time. Because it is night, but it is turning daytime, is it? Yes, it is. It is sunrise. Even though I don't know because I'm wearing this, you know, night vision potion effect on me. Which is nice, but, I mean, like, I guess it can kind of get annoying. Lots of mountains, lots of mountains. You gotta go over the mountains, through the woods, grandmother's house, or something like that. No, it's just a little castle across this. Literal. I mean, like, oh, did you expect it to be right over the mountains? It's not that easy. No, it's right over here. There's gonna be a castle generating any moment. Any moment. Any moment would be good. Oh, goodness gracious. Is that more lag? Yes, it is. Why isn't that just wonderful? There we go. Now it's generating. There we go. There's land. Found the land. Wait a second. That is desert. There it is. None of this is mine, of course, but this is a castle that we attacked. There was a great battle that took place here. Blitz declared an all-out war, meaning that the PvP rules did not, it was actually predetermined by both sides that the PvP rules were invalid for this certain engagement. So we just came in here and we just shot a bunch of things and killed a bunch of things. We didn't actually break any of the PvP rules besides 3v1. But of course Blitz was okay with it, and we all gave our items back at the end. It was a mock war. Didn't actually really occur. I think it was Blitz anyway. Could this be someone else? No, I keep on saying Blitz, but it's probably not. It's probably someone else. I don't know anymore. Somebody to do with Animus, and they built this little thing over there. But none of this is mine, in any case. But I did attack here once. Oh, Blanham. He was the person. I had this, Blanham built, or set a home in my Enderman farm. And this got me really upset. And so, I came down here with this very blade, the Blade of Justice, and I fell out of the sky, right here, and I hunted him into this cave with this sword, stabbing him just like this, until he died. And then I grabbed all of his items, and I just flew away. And he asked me for his items back, and I never gave them back, and then he left the server, to my content, because he was an evil little guy. He did not want to unset his home at my Enderman farm. Though it was all in vain, because now, I'm letting a lot of people into the Enderman farm, and I'm thinking that if Blanham had actually turned a new leaf and actually fought for me for once or something like that, then I actually might have, you know, let him have his home set in there. The point was is that he didn't actually have permission to do it um, in the first place, and at the time it was very privatized, and I didn't want anyone getting in because, you know, none of this server stuff was happening with the reset and all. And so that would be almost everything. There is a skeleton in here. That is not good. Pooh. Okay, he's dead. But yes. We're here. Warful. My trusty steed. Okay, there's a creeper beneath me. Creeper. Where did he even come from? I would be very keen to know. Nope. Come on, Warful. Warful. Oh, he's not paying attention. Is he still up here, technically? I don't know. Anyway, that's Warful. My war horse. Of course, he doesn't ever actually go to war. He just kind of sits in his cage, being very lonely. And that's all he's good for. That and for showing guests, such as yourself. Oh, yes, but of course there's also Jib's vault. I helped build this. Yeah, I have a video uploaded on this already. But yeah, I helped build that. It was all his diamond to do. A good portion of my diamond, I'd say about a third, is all just the generosity of Jib. He would occasionally give me diamonds or throw a stack at me or something like this or that. Yeah, that's what would happen. And there's Slim's Nexus already getting online, talking about the war. Because they declared war on me. They threw me a book just Sunday. And just yesterday, it was Veterans Day 2013, and there was this huge battle that took place. And this is all brand new. This was built hours ago. Yeah, brand spanking new, this whole structure right here. But in any case, it takes up a good portion of the desert. And this one's even newer than that. This one's like yeah, what is this? Built this 3 hours ago, probably. This whole thing. Or just finished it 3 hours ago, anyway. And that's a good angle. You can see the whole thing. That didn't decide to degenerate, and I took a screenshot for some unsaid reason. Yeah, oh, and there's a little enchantment room right here. Though, I think it's been neglected majorly. Yes, it has been. We took all the bookshelves, and we took the enchantment table. Very neglected little thing. Yeah, and that would be my base on Silver Towers, and perhaps the most die-hard Minecrafting sort of escapade there's ever been. I mean, I placed all this sand. None of the sand is natural. Every single one of these sand blocks has been placed by me. I placed them all. I made them look natural. No joke. Yeah, see, somebody took a bunch of sand, and there's a bunch of dirt underneath it. I'm gonna have to replace that. Some idiot came along. Anyway. Oh, look at that. Oh, the night vision's wearing off. Well. And all these effing torches. That too. Okay. I'm contented with this tour. Oh, wait. There's one more thing I forgot to do. You can't forget that. Warp. Gato withers. There was a project that lasted weeks. I placed tons of jungle slabs all over the nether. Everywhere. Just so that way I could get this huge stinking pigman farm. And it never even produced pigmen very fast. I mean, it does produce pigmen, but just not very fast. I mean, look at them. They're down there. This was a failure, in my eyes. But it was probably the most glorious failure there has ever been in Minecraft. It was an attempt to just, like, congeal all the spawning. And there's still, like, a few spots just that were missed the entire time. And I'm just too lazy or just, you know, not keen enough to go through and actually get all those spots. But yeah, the pigmen are still here because they'll spawn on the borders and they'll work their way in or something like that. But anyway, it was basically an attempt to expunge all the pigmen because pigmen can't spawn on half slabs. For that matter, any mob can't spawn on half slabs. I think wait, bats might be able to spawn on half slabs. But in any case, I covered up a huge portion of the Nether. Oh man, I spent so long doing this. Placed every single one of these blocks. It was like placing them all, place. Oh man. I had music going, and it was weeks of work, I swear. There's another thing down here. Just killed it mercilessly. But of course it split into many. But, yeah. It's huge, and it's very good looking, actually. I would say that this area is good looking, but that is a matter of taste. Most people would say, oh my gosh, what have you done to the Nether? Of course, the Nether's already ugly enough to start off with. It's definitely a matter of opinion. But yeah, we have this huge, nice looking area, and now we're being shot at by ghasts. Doesn't matter. And look at how slowly they spawn. Very slowly indeed. But yeah, you can just kill them like this. Easy. There's no actual way for them to... There was going to be a piston trap here, but, you know, this was all abandoned, even though it took me months to do. Oh, hello, pigmen. Yeah, they're spawning on these things. Oh, isn't that depressing? I forgot to put half slabs on those. Yeah, so that's that. Koim outside. That's what he just said. There. And now I'm contented. That summarizes pretty much my existence in Minecraft. It is a not very fleeting one. It exists for a long time. It has been years of work to get all of this. You know, there's farms. I didn't even get to show you. But, you know, there's just tons of, oh god, yeah, cacti. There's massive amounts of cacti coming out of that thing. We got this train station, really nice looking. This goes down to Monopoly's house. Oh man, there's so much yet to show you. There's even underground passages and everything, but that is, I guess I can show you the underground passages. I'm going to drag this video aren't I? Doesn't matter. It's late at night, I don't care. So there's this really small... Did I show you the panic room? I didn't. Okay, Hazard lives over there in that house. But this is the panic room. And it's all panicky and whatnot. We're in the panic room. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, so anyway, this used to be really useful. This was right outside my castle. My castle was just like right here. But I would run out here, and it'd just run down here, open the door, shut the door, and then somebody would come down after me, swinging their sword, trying to get into the door or something, waiting for me to come out. And I would just pull the panic lever, and they'd all get squashed. This entire staircase just squishes them. It's all made of you know, it's all made of sticky pistons over here. Wish you could actually see it. No, can't see it. But yeah, there's a ton of redstone in the wall and everything. Just activating those pistons. And, that's fun. But I would sit in here for hours. It actually came in a lot more use than you'd think. I go to the panic room a lot more often than you think. Yeah, here they are. Here they are, the other Uber swords. We have, Uber swords, and then internet history of the Uber sword. I love that one, in particular. And then we have the swords thing. There's actually just a bunch of lame swords in here. But we also have, Cat's gift that she gave me, and also Jib's bane used to be in here. Another wooden sword. I don't know what happened to that one. Okay, and here's, another good suit of, armor that I have waiting here in case of the PvP war, and then several silver bows. There it is, Jib's Bane. Found it. Silver Knight. The server owner gave me this one. I still don't know what it does. Never tried it on him. But he says it can kill him even through God mode. I don't believe him entirely. Who knows? Maybe he has enchanted that little sword with some sort of special ability to cut through God mode. That would be incredible. Super stinking awesome thing. Yeah. Oh wait, you know what? There's one more thing. There's always gonna be one more thing, isn't there? Let's see, there's my name, Gato70, right there, up on this wall of all these players that lived in this big town that Logbijans owned. This is ancient in terms of, like, this is like 3 years ago, at least. Probably more than, yeah, no, 3 years ago. Probably, like, near the beginning of the server. And there's my house, in particular. Little potion shop. And I think I dug through this. This is my melon farm, my original melon farm, my very first melons ever. I don't know where I got the first melon though. And then we have a bunch of really old chests that are still mine. Oh my gosh, that's old. This stuff belongs in a museum. We have all these potion things. There used to be a potion stand right here, a brewing stand. And Arbiter built his house right here, his first house, and dang, it was ugly. I remember this. But, my gosh, I don't remember it being this ugly. In fact, I don't remember any of this being that ugly. Maybe I just glorified it in my mind. It was actually very ugly to start off with, but it doesn't matter. And right over this hill, there was this nice little XP farm that is totally broken now because somebody came along and griefed it. Griefed it all to heck. Just totally ruined it. It didn't look like this before. It looked really nice before. It was a nice cobblestone spire, and there was a nice little skelly farm down there. Not anymore. No, now this place is just ruins. That's why the warp here is named Ruins. I made the warp. Because everybody who built here is either banned or doesn't play anymore. Except for me. But, I mean, like, I don't even use my little griefed house here anymore. It's all gone. Useless. Lost to the sands of time. As most things are. And it's all going to be lost rather shortly. But, yeah, at least I got that documented. That little town. Thrime used to build there. A few other things. My sister's houses. Valley Moonlight's. Shop. Potato farm. Spiffy's house. I already showed you that. This is this little hotel I built. I always wanted to build a hotel. And it looks really nice. I mean, like, it just looks good. It doesn't have anything in it. It's just a nice design, basically. But you've already seen that. So. And now I will begin repeating myself if I don't end off the video. There's Chrissy's house. And, yeah, that's everything. And a little replica thing. It's not natural. It was built. But, I think it was actually world edited in? Something like that. In Vengean's house. Vengean's original house, that is. Not Lord Vengean's territory, but... Yep. Anyway, that's that. I will see you all next time.